when I think about, like, say, writing another near future novel right now, I I don't have my good solid guess of what the future looks like. For example, I would not have predicted the speedy advent of large language models. I think that blindsided like sort of almost everybody.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Um,
I was
yeah,
following all this kind of stuff, and like I could, and if you had asked me, yeah, back in I don't know, 2017 or whatever, like I don't think I would have been able to anticipate that the speed with which these developed became really, really impressive, and also were adopted, but then also the extent to which we don't really marvel at them in quite the same way anymore. I mean, like I feel like, and
yeah.
other people discuss this as well, but like we've clearly blown past the Turing test as like this
Mhm,
hallmark of
mhm,
like computational intelligence, and like there was no ticker
yeah.
tape parade. There was no balloon drop. Like it just, the world just
Mhm,
continued. And I'm like, this is crazy.
right.
And I feel like if you read like some of the early discussions around like what, like the nature of the singularity, it was like less about our brains are being uploaded and we're kind of going into this like technological rapture or whatever it is, and more about just the idea that like a mathematical singularity is a point beyond which it is almost impossible to, like, you can't predict beyond that. And I feel like
Yeah.
in that sense, and maybe I'm getting this wrong, but like I feel like in that sense, we definitely are kind of bumping up to that kind of thing where like I can, like, I feel much more comfortable imagining, I don't know, hundreds or thousands of years in the future, zipping around the galaxy. But if I
Yeah.
ask, if you ask me like, oh, what's going to happen in 5 years? I don't know. Now
Yeah.
it could be that
Mhm,
the far distant stuff is also wildly inaccurate, but you're right. The fact that it's so hard to imagine even just like the next few turns of technological advancement is right, has that feel of like, oh, this point beyond which it's really, really hard. And yeah, I
yeah.
felt this way with my own book that came out like in the beginning of the summer.
Mhm,
Like I was kind of glad it
mhm,
got out then. I'm like, okay, I got it out, I could talk about certain things related to AI, and then I kind of, yeah, didn't necessarily have to constantly anticipate things because it's changing so quickly.